Hi everyone, attorney Shauna Karpelis here and owner of CA Bar Style. So this is kind of part 2 to the video I made the other day regarding the California Supreme Court rejecting the Kaplan questions on a procedural technicality and everything being up in the air and really in limbo regarding the February 2025 exam, remote or in-person option. So in addition to that, the day before the court, the California Supreme Court, came up with their decision, a slew of law school deans wrote a letter to the court, to the Chief Justice of the court, and really vehemently argued against Kaplan providing these multiple choice questions and a slew of other concerns. And these law schools were, and I'll list them, it's not too many, but we have UC Davis, the dean from there, Pepperdine, University of California, Berkeley, Western State College of Law, LMU, Southwestern, University of California College of Law, San Francisco, University of San Francisco School of Law, Santa Clara University. Okay, there's a lot of schools. UC Irvine, UC San Diego, Pacific McGeorge, California Western, USC, and UCLA. So some pretty top law schools in the state. The deans were really strong in their position, and it's a long letter. It's about 5 pages. You can search for it online, and I'll post it in the stories on my Instagram stories and in the comments or description of the video. But what they're basically saying, in essence, is that this is just too rushed. There's not enough time to get the questions in an efficient way ready for at least February 2025. And they're even saying July 2025. According to the Kaplan contract, Kaplan is supposed to provide study guides for the test, but that will only consist of 25 practice multiple choice questions for students and another 25 questions for faculty, which they're arguing is inadequate, which I agree for sure, to assist applicants in proper preparation. Graduates preparing for the regular bar exam routinely complete hundreds of practice questions. So I agree, there's not enough content or scope or outlines from the state bar that could in any way properly and adequately give applicants for February 2025 enough time to know what these Kaplan questions are going to look like. Are they going to look like what we've always seen from the NCBE? Are they going to look similar to the practice questions on Adaptabar and UWorld and all the other sources, Barbary, that applicants use, PMBR? So there's a lot of concerns there. They also talk about how, in regards to the testing facility, if it goes remote, how are accommodations going to be handled? So that's a big one because, of course, they have to always offer in-person accommodations. They talk about the fact that the state bar has not provided enough information about how it will ensure that the sample of test takers is representative, the incentives chosen, the limitations identified, for the experiment. Okay, wait, so this is a different issue. So there's something going on regarding the scoring adjustment. So in a message, the state bar has recommended to the Supreme Court that a bar exam score adjustment, gosh, there's so much going on. Like, how are applicants supposed to go in and feel calm and cool? I mean, it's already so stressful taking the bar exam. So I'm on board with these deans, by the way, 100%. Signed, sealed, delivered. I would put my name on this letter. The State Bar's Committee of Bar Examiners has recommended to the Supreme Court that a bar exam score adjustment of up to 40 points be applied in 2025 for those who participate and perform well on the experimental exam. So they'll be offered if you opt in to take this experimental exam, and you get 40 additional points automatically on your test. The purpose of the score adjustment is to ensure that participants are highly motivated to participate in the experiment in good faith, and that the resulting data analysis will closely replicate an actual exam. And then they list all their concerns about this scoring adjustment proposal. And the Supreme Court, it's important to note, did not rule on this yet. So we don't know if they're going to allow, I think they're going to reject it. I don't see how it's fair at all. I think it's great for those that want to chime in and be part of this, but who wouldn't, right? For 40 extra points. 40 points is not that, it's not that unreasonable that an applicant would not pass within that margin. 20 points, 25 points. So 40 points is a lot of points to come out ahead on. So I have a problem with that too. And then in conclusion, I'll just read what they say. There are various reasons to consider alternative approaches to licensure in California. The proposals before the court create additional problems rather than solve current ones. Even more concerning, some aspects of the proposals undermine the court and state bar's interest in ensuring a competent, qualified cadre of practicing attorneys in California. We urge the court to allow additional time to explore the options, removing Kaplan from any role in the February 25 bar, and ideally from July 25. Okay, why is this all so important? So the NCBE can still provide questions for the new generation bar exam. I know it's a lot of detail, but the new generation bar exam is not going to be implemented for years. So technically, California can still adopt the NCBE questions, but now they have this Kaplan contract, and they really can't because they'd be in breach of contract if they did so. Why is that important? Well, the NCBE has not allowed for a remote exam. They only will allow for an in-person testing. So the California State Bar is kind of, I don't want to say up Schitt's Creek, but I don't know what's going to happen with multiple choice questions for February. I think the court is going to have no choice pursuant to this contract but to approve the questions. And although there are so many concerns and valid concerns, I just don't see, how we're not going to have multiple choice on the February exam. And they're not going to push the exam, I can't imagine. But again, it does provide for a nail-biting scenario for those taking February. So I will be here. We will pivot accordingly. And please share your comments. How do you feel if you're taking February? Is this going to make you deter taking the February exam and instead push it till July until all this kind of chaos calms down? Give me your thoughts. I'll be back with more info. I know that was a mouthful, but I wanted to keep you aware of any updating news about this going on. Have a good one.